What's up, droners? Guess what? We did a collaboration with Ready Set Drones Kelly over 3 days in Austin, and this is gonna be the first video that you guys get to see with both of us. It is awesome. There's gonna be a lot of really cool content coming, so check it out, stay tuned, and subscribe to Kelly's Ready Set Drone because it's awesome.
Droner. We have had this burning question in the backs of our minds. This keeps me up awake at night. I'm like, I can't sleep, I can't eat, I'm just feeling really weird about this. I don't know which of these is faster in sport mode. Now this is the Phantom 4 Pro, and this is the DJI MAVIC.
That's the baby
Pro.
right there. I love that thing.
And they both have what's called sport mode. Now sport mode allows you to turn off some of the sensors and fly a lot faster and a lot more agile. And they are both pretty amazing in sport mode. But the question I was wondering is which one's faster? Now, of course, right now it would be this one because this doesn't have any propellers.
Yes.
But if you had propellers on this, let's assume that.
So
okay.
I mean, we picked our drones. We picked what we wanted.
Yep.
I went for light. I think that this drone right here, she's a lightweight baby. She has the mad propeller skills. She has power in sport mode, like the most agile drone that I've flown. Really.
This one's a boy.
Oh, it's a boy? I'm sorry. This is his. I'm sorry. I have my Mavic. It's a she.
Here, look.
I didn't. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. My bad, homie.
So anyway, yeah. Yes, this one's a girl.
Okay. But either way, I took him to beat her.
Yes, and so we went out to a football field at the Mighty Mustangs Canyon Vista Middle School, and we flew across the football field all the way from beyond the track, which is more than 100 yards. You know, if you're talking meters, it might be close to 100 meters, but we were past the track and past the track, so it was outside the radius, and basically we flew from one end to the other, straight shot, as fast as we could. One of them was about 10 feet in the air, higher than the other, in case we accidentally crossed paths. We didn't want to be at the same altitude.
Gotta be smart.
And we used the Inspire to film the whole thing.
Yes.
So we're going to check out the footage. So you can see the Inspire parked up there. We got up in the air and we started hovering. We tried to get to a nice even spot. Now I will say that we did this several times, but the result every time was pretty much the same.
It was the same. It was the same every time. But you see, like, we line up at the back of the track, and then so pretty much we had our cameraman Tony. Bam, what up, Tony? We had him count it down for us.
Yep, he counted it down. And
then we just went full throttle forward.
Yep.
And right off the bat, I'm gonna say they looked about the same from the beginning.
And you know, it's interesting, from where we were standing, we were back in behind them. So they were flying away from us, and we were trying to basically keep a straight line of sight. You know, you can fly with the screen, but you also want to make sure you're keeping a straight line of flight. My first time I did it, actually, I gave it just a little bit of yaw, and the thing just went, you know, it was like, because it was going so fast. So if you're flying in sport mode, be careful with the yaw.
Yeah, you should, because there was another thing, if you're flying with somebody else, make sure you have that altitude difference, because that could have been a problem.
Yeah.
But we were smart. He was smart.
We were different altitudes, and I didn't give it that much yaw. But
yeah,
man, they took off pretty close right at the beginning, but then you see what starts to happen.
I mean, nothing important.
Yeah, the Phantom, she's a fast machine. She keeps her motor clean. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I mean, the wind was blowing more so on that side of the field. I feel like we didn't really have like wind monitoring for the whole field both times. Like, we never switched sides.
There might have been some sort of weird tropical current going on.
That's
where
what I'm saying.
One side it was blowing against the MAVIC.
We didn't measure wind on both sides.
No, you're right.
That's all I'm saying. We didn't do scientific method.
We need to go back. But assuming that the wind was the same and they both had a tailwind because they were going really fast, the Phantom just blew the MAVIC out of the water.
Yeah, as you can see when they're crossing the finish line, because we did have the Inspire over top, so you can see when they're crossing the finish line, it's not really all that close. You just see the white streak go by, and if you look on the left side of the screen, you'll see the little black dot go by. You can see it. It's very clearly the MAVIC, and it's very.
Those are actually our nicknames, by the way.
Oh my God.
The white streak and the little black dot. Can we leave that in? Is that gonna?
Tony would love to leave that in.
Is that gonna get me in trouble?
No.
Right.
I'm not offended. I'm not offended.
You said it, not me.
You said it was us. Well, I was talking about the. All right. Either way, I mean, I did actually.
All right.
Yes.
Anyway, so yes, the white streak it was running, man. It was scared for its life. I think one thing to keep in mind, obviously this is a much bigger battery, bigger capacity, more output than this has, and this is heavier. But it also the motors on the Phantom 4 Pro are upgraded from the Phantom 4. So these are actually bigger, more powerful motors. I don't know how much. And while this thing is lightweight and it is a fast machine as well, he's nothing compared to her in terms of speed.
All right, so pretty much, I don't really know of a real practical application to be able to fly in sport. As you know, I'm a camera pilot. That's what I do. I fly cameras, and I've actually never had to fly a drone that fast. And I've flown all over the world in all kind of shots. I've done foul shots. I've done big, wide, everything. It's normally about more precision than speed. So the practicality of using this while flying, not so much for me. I don't really see it. Maybe, like I said, like it could be just some kind of crazy car chase scene that has to go like super fast. And
it is interesting too, as we look at the footage is still really smooth.
It isn't
like flying that fast made it shake all over the place. The footage still looks pretty fantastic. So I have chased water skiers before, and that's helpful to have a little bit of speed doing that, especially if you want to like overtake them.
You
and
in
kind
sports
of
mode?
Fly over them, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's one application. I imagine if you're flying with race cars, or something like.
Well, you can't race cars. I mean, the race cars. These things
Yeah,
go 50 miles an hour.
That's
race
true.
cars are going like 200. It's just like the 10 miles an hour difference. I don't think it's going to be much.
You said it really well before we were on the air, and you said that good cinematography with a drone is all about
Precision.
Precision and flying slow.
Yep, it's like normally the best moves are the moves that you're moving slow, you're being precise, you're really paying attention to the framing.
It's just like marriage.
That was a life lesson that I wasn't ready for. But yeah, you got to pay attention to the framing and just be precise. That's it. Be precise, be beautiful, and be open to moving towards that instead of racing through it.
So the great news is everyone who watches this, myself included, is going to sleep well tonight because now we know this one's faster than this one.
Droners, thank you for checking out that edition of whatever that was, because it was super dope with Kelly and Ready, Set, Drone. And if you want to see more things of me reviewing and looking at stuff, you can click here because there's a video here. Or if you want to see the coolest intro video ever, we always put it right here because it's fire. As always, make sure you subscribe to us and Ready, Set, Drone because that allows us to keep doing what we're doing. And as always, make sure you stay fly.